What's up, guys? All right, so today we got our 2000 Infiniti I30 with the IAC, which is the outer air control valve, which had went bad. So we replaced it, and uh, and everything's fine now. Okay, so but the thing is with this IAC, you're gonna get some trouble codes. You're gonna get some trouble codes if you have a diagnostic tool. You're gonna get some trouble codes. Okay, one of the trouble codes you're gonna get is a P101 and a P505. P101, which is the mass airflow sensor, and then the P505, which is the IAC and the ECM, the main computer for the car. So it's a little bit confusing because you'll get like 2 or 3 different codes when it happens. So what I'm gonna be doing is showing you how to where the location of the IAC and why you need to and how you need to replace it. So I'm gonna try to zoom in, but if I can't, you should be able to zoom in if this doesn't stay zoomed in. Okay, and what I'm showing you right here, let's see if yeah, you can see that. Okay, cool. Okay, so what I'm showing you right here is the throttle body. This laser, you see that light? It's pointing on the throttle body. That's the throttle body. That's where the IAC is located. Now the IAC is gonna do some funky, weird things when when it goes bad, see? And this is a problem that you're gonna get at, when your car gets some miles on it, it gets up there at that 100,000 mile mark, 80,000 mile mark somewhere. So this part is gonna eventually go bad. And what people don't understand, they don't know what's going on, because it's crazy the way it acts when it messes up. It's crazy how it acts, because you're gonna get some your idle is gonna be going up and down, especially if you turn your AC on. You come to a stop, it's gonna want to stall out on you, and so you're gonna get some funny codes. Like I said, one of them are gonna be the MAF, but the MAF won't actually be the problem, but it's just gonna show MAF2. You're gonna show that code also, just because of how the idle is fluctuating, and it's gonna make it give you different codes. It's gonna even make you think your main computer for the car is going bad. So we're just gonna make this easy as possible for you. We're trying to save you some money and time and convenience. And so this is a pretty informative video. I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth than most other people. tell you why this is happening, why this is happening, and how you need to properly replace this IAC. Okay, so what it is, we're gonna zoom in here and I'm gonna show you what's going on. Because the real thing is, even the dealership won't tell you, most people, they won't tell you. It's just funny how people try to hold knowledge back from others. But when you replace this, you're gonna want to replace, you're gonna want to replace not just the solenoid for the IAC, you're gonna just want to replace the whole thing. So that's gonna involve removing the throttle body, which is not hard. It's not hard, okay, to remove the throttle body. Now, to remove the throttle body, let's see. But first of all, let me just explain to you, and then I'm gonna take you inside and I'm gonna show you the checks on the IAC and how to change it, and you know, everything about it. But what they're not telling you is you're gonna change the whole unit, not just the IAC, not just the IAC solenoid. All right. So what you gotta do, you gotta take a few things off first. You're gonna remove this. See that? This housing, this filter. You're gonna remove that filter box. Okay, once you remove that filter box, then you got a lot of stuff out of the way, and then it's not that hard. It's a little bit of flex duct right there. You're gonna just take that off, and then you'll be able to access the IAC. And this is not hard to do. You see this box here? It's just an AC filter box. It's just got some screws to take off. Just that one, that one, that one, that one. Okay, and then once you get that off, pretty much you can get to your unit. But you're gonna need to take off that throttle body. And that throttle body is not hard, it's just 4 bolts. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4 is on the bottom. And then you got your little cables to the throttle body to take off, but they're easy to take off. And then you can just, or you don't have to take those cables off, but once you get the bolts out, you can just sit the throttle body over to the side. Once you unhook the 2 coolant lines that go to the IAC, because it has to be cooled. Which brings up the problem. Okay, now when you order this IAC, get the IAC, right? It's gonna come, you wanna get it with the housing also. Because the housing, what'll happen is, after so long, see, you might go there and just change the IAC. But if you change the IAC, just the IAC solenoid, that's not fixing the problem. If you change just the IAC solenoid, which is under there, I'm gonna take you inside, I'm gonna show you the IAC and everything about it, and you know how to change it. But when you change that out, if you just change the solenoid, you're not really fixing the problem, because what actually happens is the housing has a washer in there, and over time, you know, after 100,000 miles, that washer is gonna go bad. When that washer goes bad, you're gonna have to change that, because it attaches to the throttle body. And if you don't change that, it's gonna leak inside and short out that IAC if you just change the solenoid on the IAC and you're not fixing the problem. So you need to change the washer inside. So when you take off this throttle body, on the bottom side of it, that's where the IAC is going to be located. So you'll see, and you might just have a couple of little. Just take your time. Just take your time, because it's not hard. Just take your time and do it. Take your day when you ain't got nothing to do. Take your time, and you can do it. It's not no problem. It's not hard. It's not hard as it looks, you know, because this is a foreign car, so they are made different. But it can be a little intimidating, but I'm here to tell you that you can do this. You can do this. It's not that hard. So I'm gonna show you. We about done out here. When we get inside, we'll show you how to do we'll show you about the IAC and the checks to make sure it's bad. Because you kind of want to make sure it's bad before you replace it. Because if there's nothing wrong with it, then you can send it back. So I'm gonna show you how to change. I'm gonna show you how to check it and all that too. But that's where the IAC is located. It's underneath the throttle body. It's underneath the throttle body. So that's where it's located. And that's gonna bring you peace and save you some money. Put some money in your pocket. You don't want to spend all your money chasing parts and all of that. So, all right, we're about done out here, and we're gonna show you the rest inside. And like I said, I just want to let y'all know during the video, if it's pretty informative, if it's good to you, if it's telling you what you need to know, then like and subscribe to my channel. Like and subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to bring you a lot of information on different things, you know, just about anything I repair. I'm going to bring it to you. So like and subscribe. I'm going to do my go-kart. I have a go-kart also that I'm going to repair. So just like and subscribe, and I'm going to bring you all the videos of my repair work for my car, my vehicles, and just whatever. So like and subscribe, because I'm going to give you the knowledge to help you to save money and not, you know, not bump your head against the wall when you have these problems. Okay, we're back. So the IAC. The IAC. This is the I'm sorry. Sorry. Damn. Hit the thing. Sorry for that. All right. See, can we get this all in here? Okay, so you can see the IAC. Oh shit. Let's zoom out a little bit. Zoom out. All right, so you can see the top of the plug. This is how it sits, and this is how it's numbered. 1 being the closest one right there. 2 next to it. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's the pins. That's the pins that you're gonna check when you on check them to see if it's bad or good. Okay, now this is your IAC, and it's gonna sit underneath the throttle body. Now, when it's sitting under the throttle body, it's gonna sit under the throttle body just like that. Okay, it's gonna sit under the throttle body just like that, and your plug is gonna be sticking out that side, and the plug is gonna plug into it right there. But the problem, what I'm telling you is, don't just change this, because this is the solenoid. It's got a little plunger inside of there. You probably can't see it, but inside of there, it's a little plunger in there that moves in and out to let the airflow go into the motor. Okay, and so don't just change this. If you just change this, you're not fixing the problem. And then if it does it again, if it leaks again, because see what it's gonna do, it's gonna leak. It's got a washer that goes here around this whole little thing, that little washer, and it's gonna leak after so long, 100,000 miles or so. Then you ain't gonna know what's going on with it. So when you buy the new one, buy the whole thing, the whole housing and everything. It's got a port, it's got a hose right there and a hose right there. You're gonna use some needle nose pliers. You might want to go buy you some long needle nose pliers if you don't have some. And to me, that was the toughest part of the change out, was just getting them hoses off. So you're going to take your time. Don't get mad. Don't get frustrated. Take your time and get them hoses off. When you get them hoses off, it's game over. You got it then. Because, and then just pull your little clamps back so you can, put them back on. That's it. That's the end of the game when you do that. But change the whole thing. Don't just change that. Because, see, this will leak. When that leaks, and if you just change this, trying to do it the quick way, I can just get out of it, do this right here. When that fills back up again and it leaks this, you're going to be in trouble, because then you might damage your computer to your car, and that's like $1,500 to repair that. So just change out the whole thing. Now, when you change this out, I'm going to tell you how to change it out. Save you some headache. When you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts, take out the middle one first. Take the middle one out first. And when you put them back in, when you put them back in with the new part, put this one in first. Put the middle one in first. Because if you put this middle one, if you start taking the other ones out first, it's gonna put so much pressure, so much torque on this one that you're not gonna be able to get it out. Like, you're gonna damage the screw trying to get it out, and you might be in trouble. So take this one out first. Take the middle one out first, and then take the rest out. And when you put it back in, put this one in first, and then do the rest of them. But you want to put it in first, then go like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you'll be good. And just tighten them up good. Put your new washer in there on your throttle body. You know, if there's some debris left on there, clean it up good. Take your a little light wire brush or something that won't scar your metal, and just clean it out best you can. Clean out real good wherever you see the little trouble at on the washer, where the old washer was at, and then change it out, and you'll be good to go. And you'll be good to go. When you do this, you'll be so proud of yourself, because you just saved yourself like $1,200. You take it to the dealership somewhere, they're gonna be charging you $1,200, $1,500, $2,000. Don't let them do it to you. This is one of them DIYs. Okay? Now you got the money. You don't care about just throwing money away. Just, you can go to take it somewhere and let them do it. But I'm telling you how to do it yourself. Okay? Now, we're going to go over this check real quick here. Okay? So like I said, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the ohms should be approximately the same. You know, it say around 30 ohms, but I say around, 30, that's cool. 25, 22, somewhere like that. They all should be the same across each one when you check them. They all should be the same. And if they're not the same or radically different, then for sure you know that it's bad. Your MAF, mass airflow sensor, it's not going to be bad. Go ahead, it's not going to be bad. You might get that code for it. And if it make you feel better, you can go ahead and buy one. It don't cost much. If you order it on Amazon, it don't cost nothing but about no less than $15. No more than $15, I think. So you can get that too if you want to get that MAF. You ain't got to get it. You might, if it for peace of mind, you might want it. But it's just going to show you that code too, because it's going to be idling so erratically. The MAF is going to think that you got some kind of airflow problem. So that's why it's going to give you that code too. So let's go ahead here. I'm going to show you the checks. All right, let me see if I set it up here. All right. And hopefully you can see this. So like we said, we starting out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you'll see. So you want to use red and black to each one, to each pair that it's asking. So you got 1 right there and 2. So yeah, you got 21 ohms. All right, now you're going to go from 2 to 3. You only got 2 ohms. That's not good. Now you're going to go from 3 to 4. 3 to 4, you got nothing.